Hey everyone, back in Minnesota. Aron Lipkin, homegrown lacrosse, here at the National Convention again. It is my privilege to introduce Coach Meade of the United States Naval Academy and the United States men's team. Coach you just gave a phenomenal presentation that I'm still processing. I hope they got it on audio because I'll be listening to that. As I was telling Coach, you guys know back home we love finding resources and bringing it back. Coach, I was really just appreciative of everything you said. It reaffirmed kind of the way I approach the game and see the kids in Minnesota approach the game. My question for you is, where does your passion for this come from? It's clear that you care quite a bit about what you do. Why does it matter? Where did that passion come from?
Well, I think that just from having the opportunity to work with the kids at the Naval Academy and at West Point, just knowing what they're going to be doing after they leave, there's kind of a sense of urgency about, doing things the right way, having the right attitude. In terms of the execution phase of anything you do in athletics, winning and losing usually comes down to, number one, being prepared, and number two, making good decisions. And making good decisions is a habit. You can't turn it on and turn it off. And so just through having the opportunity to observe that, that's kind of, the desire to have the kids be successful really is the thing that I think motivates any coach or teacher. So that's probably where it comes from.
Okay. You talked a little bit about developing leadership, or a lot about it. We have this debate a lot. The kids that I see who, my twin brother calls them the 2%. The kids that just work hard and quote unquote get it, and you put them in that bucket. Some of those kids have been that way since I met them when they were 8, and it seems to be just an innate trait, which is depressing because you hope you can teach other kids that. What's your take on that? How do you stir up a passion or effort in a player?
I think it's easy. The 2%'s easy.
Yeah.
Okay,
and you get a lot of the 2%ers, obviously.
That's the easy part. No matter what group you take, you're going to have that 2 or 3% that get it. The key is to work with the other guys. Yeah. And like I said before, kids aren't on athletic teams to screw up. They're on athletic teams to do well. So I think you have to, be willing to work with them.
Yeah.
And
not write them off as lazy.
And you have to hang in there with them because kids changed quite a bit over the years, especially, when they go from being young men into men. They're going to change, and they're going to continually change. And I think, one of the great gratifying things is when you don't give up on a kid and you see that he gets there, no matter where that is. That's very gratifying. Those are usually the relationships that are most meaningful to you moving down the path. So, there's standards, and they got to meet the standard. If they don't meet the standards, it's your obligation to hold them accountable. Yeah. But I think if you keep working with them, you usually get the right result.
Yeah. Similar question, and it's a personal one. You talked about it being tough to be in that position. We were laughing. Coach was talking about running his guys and kind of being that hard-nosed coach and saying deal with it. And I love that. That's how I was coached, and I do it with a smile on my face. And my guys think it's easy for me to be that guy. And as you said, it's not easy to be that guy. To put yourself out there and hold the kids accountable when you know that they don't like it, and that they're uncomfortable. I'll be honest with you, sometimes when I coach, I feel a certain amount of stress and pressure from that, because you want the kids to like it and like you and be happy, but at the same time you got to hold, as you said, your standards. How have you come to a point where how are you confident in your standards? At what point do you become that way?
You never, you just, it's the whole point of being in charge, is you're in charge. And, I told my assistant coaches one time, I know that you guys all want to be me. Yeah. Well, I actually just want to be you, just where I only have to coach. But at the end of the day, I think you got to think your plan out. You got to think about what you're asking the kids to do. I think you have to be poised. I think you have to have a good plan, think it out, and then execute it. And, anytime you execute a plan, you're going to have to change. Yep. Nothing ever goes the way you think it's going to go. As far as the way you feel, it's a lonely thing. And I think one of the things that happens is people think that a lot of these things are, like being a coach is easy or very glorified, and it is the day you play and the day you win, but you practice 7 more times than you play.
Yeah.
And so having the ability to enjoy practice and enjoy interaction with the players is the most important thing. And then just, in your gut, knowing that you've thought everything out, you've been thorough, and you believe what you believe. It doesn't help you,
Yeah.
when you think that they're on the other side, but sometimes that's your obligation, So, everybody's got to understand that. And like I alluded to, the kids understand.
Yeah.
You can work them hard as long as they understand that you have their best interest at heart.
Yep.
And you're trying to make them better. And I think if they believe that, then they're going to appreciate it at some point in time. Maybe not now, but someplace down the road.
It took me 5 years. It took me 5 years to write my college coach. Thank you very much.
Okay.
I appreciate it.
Take
Good
care.
luck, Coach.